Ethiopia announces a comprehensive ban on the import of fuel vehicles. Ethiopia's Minister of Transport and Logistics, Alamu recently announced the completion of the National Logistics Master Plan. He announced that a decision has been made that gasoline vehicles cannot enter Ethiopia unless they are electric vehicles. Ethiopia's economy relies on agriculture and its automobile industry is weak, requiring a large amount of imports from abroad every year. Alamu said, "Let everyone know that it is impossible to import gasoline-powered cars." In fact, countries around the world have medium to long-term schedules for switching between new and old energy sources. For example, the EU will ban the sale of new fossil fuel vehicles from 2035 onwards, the UK will ban the sale of gasoline and diesel-powered cars and trucks by 2030, but set a grace period for hybrid cars and trucks, 2035, Japan plans to sell 100% of its new cars as electric vehicles by 2035. India has also announced a ban on the sale of fossil fuel new cars by 2030. But Ethiopia has advanced the timeline to 2024. In fact, behind Ethiopia's radical policies, there are objective facts of helplessness. According to public information, Ethiopia spent nearly $6 billion last year importing fossil fuels, of which more than half were used for automotive fuel. Alamu further explained that the country is unable to access favorable foreign exchange resources, resulting in its inability to continue importing gasoline and diesel. Therefore, under comprehensive consideration, promoting electric vehicles and supporting charging stations is a high priority. Alamu also stated that Ethiopia has abundant electricity production capacity and its cost is lower compared to fossil fuels. Ethiopia has abundant renewable energy resources and has the potential to generate over 60,000 megawatts (MW) of electric power from hydroelectric, wind, solar, and geothermal sources. Additionally, in 2022 the GOE certified the presence of 7 trillion cubic feet of natural gas reserves in the Ogaden Basin. Ethiopia's current 5,200 megawatts of installed generation capacity reaches less than 60% of the country's population. The GOE plans to increase power generation capacity to 17,000 megawatts in 10 years, but electricity demand may still outstrip supply owing to continued economic development and population growth. China is Ethiopia's largest trading partner, largest source of investment, and largest engineering contractor. In 2022, the bilateral trade volume reached $2.67 billion, a year-on-year increase of 0.4%. Among them, China's exports amounted to $2.217 billion and imports amounted to $453 million. The Chinese side mainly exports light industrial products, high-tech products, machinery and equipment, textiles, and pharmaceutical and chemical products, while importing sesame, frankincense, myrrh, leather, cotton, and coffee. Ethiopia is the largest source of sesame imports in China. Ethiopia currently has over 100 million residents, making it the most populous landlocked country in the world and the second most populous African country, after Nigeria, with a land area of 1.1 million square kilometers. On the basis of good cooperation in the past, China may be able to lend a helping hand in the country's new energy implementation plan.